All right, believe me when I say that the tea break has kicked off right here on Inspiration 92.3 FM. My name is Kikelomo 𝐒𝐭𝐴𝐍𝐲.
And my name is Nama.
Yes, and today is Naija People in Business, like we mentioned earlier. If you're just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, on to our conversation and our guest with us in the studio. Nema, you want to tell us who our guest is?
Yes, so today we have Kike Johnson. I was expecting a round of applause.
Finish everything.
Kikelomo Johnson, popularly known as KJ, is a visual artist, creative director, and prolific illustrator. Her main philosophy is aimed at promoting the definitive African artwork through the exhibition of its originality and beauty on a global scale. Kikelomo's artistic career began as a young child who was inspired by life around her and drew out expressions on paper. She showcased her first illustration work in 2020 through a published children's book upon joining the art industry. Her niche illustration style infuses the traditional sketch techniques with the digitized illustration and is gradually gaining more recognition in the Nigerian digital art space. Today, Kikelomo has illustrated over 10 picture books and produced several recognized digital art pieces with her unique style that draws inspiration from Black femininity, patterns, colors, and emotional expressions. Join with us as we welcome Kike Johnson. And the crowd goes wild.
I mean,
yes.
the only one KJ.
You only want KJ.
Introduction.
After
I mean,
don't know what to say.
it's really an honor to be able to say Opo. It's quite plenty.
It's quite plenty.
But yes, welcome to the show, KJ.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right, so tell us, how did it all start?
I'd say it started from the womb, if that makes sense. So I came into this world to like do things, and I knew from from the really young age. But yeah, while I was in school, I've been very creative. I've just been very artistic. From primary, secondary, all the way to university. Now, going into university, I did not study anything in creative art. I just went to like do my own thing.
Okay.
Yeah? But at the end of the day, after getting my master's degree, I said that, you know what, I'm going to go back into my own space.
Okay, which is the art space.
Right. So I have been creating art for a while. I'm also a fashion designer, I'm a creative director.
Okay.
So I'm a talent. Basically.
Now, looking at the art space, I know many people are wondering, art they pay? Because I know I have a friend that does exhibitions, and she's doing pretty well. But when she came to my house and she told my mom that she's an artist, mom was like, in Nigeria.
but actually,
In Nigeria,
because
people do not.
in some places somebody will just paint blue,
and they'll pay 1
and then they will
million.
say, I'm seeing the ocean, I'm seeing the problems of life. So tell us, the art space in Nigeria, does it really pay?
It does. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you're doing it the right way, it does. One major thing is, I used to be somewhat of an introvert. Someone who just stay indoors and but I knew that I had to go out. I had to start making connections. I had to start doing more things, and that has helped me in my career. So it pays. You just need to know your audience. You need to know how to get to them. You need to know the proper channel to pass your work through. So I have put my work in a couple of websites. I have done, so I always reach out to people who I know would benefit, from my exactly. And this started in 2020. Where I had a friend of mine message me. She's an author.
Okay.
And she said, "Oh, Kike, I want to make a children's story book. Her name is 𝐕𝐍𝐻𝐈𝐍𝐻.
Okay.
So 𝐕𝐍𝐻 says, Kike, I know you can do this. I'm like, I've never done a children's storybook before, picture book. Like, you have to create characters. You have to, how do I? And I just said to do it, and it went well. She has a book on Amazon. She has done a lot with them. In fact, we did about 3 different books.
Wow.
And from there, I started getting, people from the different places in and out of Nigeria, just to create picture books. And creating my own style as well, doing it on Instagram, posting them on Instagram. My sister and my friends, they used to tell me, "Oh, just post it out there," you know, and
just put it out.
And even though my style is a bit different from what everybody's used to, when they say, "Oh, why don't they have eyes? Why does it look?" You know, even though it's a bit different, people are still very receptive of it. And they see even deeper things. When I had my exhibition in Abuja, somebody was really interpreting my art, and I was like, I knew what you are saying. I had no idea. You know. Yeah. So, I mean, in Nigeria, I have gotten a lot of amazing feedbacks from people. People have bought, you know, and they have it in their houses.
Oh, that's amazing.
Exactly. So you see that it's very possible in this country.
Yeah.
Very possible.
Let's talk about that interpretation now, because now you said someone is interpreting your art, and you're like, wow, okay. So let's talk about the process to, you know, bringing out an artwork. Like, what do you have, like a process? Do you have to sit down in some garden somewhere?
No.
Or how does the inspiration come, basically?
Okay, so first of all, I mostly do digital art.
Okay.
So because I move about a lot, you know, I have my iPad, I have my Apple Pen, so I take it anywhere with me, and I draw. I can draw in the plane. I can draw while I'm here right now, you know, doing anything basically. So that's one major thing, you know. So I do not focus so much on traditional arts, because in that one you have to be in one specific, you know, space to do that. But like I get my inspiration from different things. I can live here now and be like, oh, I want to draw somebody in the radio station, you know. But like I usually use reference sometimes. You know, I like to watch animations. I like to watch movies. So from there, I get inspiration from anything going around me. I get inspiration. So my last art collection was about identity.
Okay.
You know, at that time, I was getting into myself and trying to understand who I was as a person. So I pushed all of that into my work and created about 10 pieces, all on self-identity. And that's why those particular art pieces do not have eyes, you know, so it's like look deeper than what you can see, basically, and just look into the soul and interpret it yourself.
Wow, very interesting. Now, I know the art industry, people look at artists, they just see, okay, someone that can draw or someone that can paint, but now you're talking about illustration, and that's also part of the art industry. So like, what else do you do in the art industry? Let's know.
Okay,
it's not just about drawing and painting.
Yeah, it's not just about drawing and painting. Like I said, I'm a creative director.
Okay.
So I have my own brand,
but
I'm also a creative director to some other brands. So I help, you know, brands come up with ideas. You know, we organize shoots, we come up with campaigns, you know, just to push, you know, the idea of the fashion brand out there. You know, so I do that. I also create earrings from polymer clay. So basically we mold the clay into whatever design we want. We bake it and it turns out into like amazing earrings. And it's not so popular in Nigeria yet, right? So whenever we go out for like exhibitions and pop-ups, and people are like, oh, this is very different, they're very colorful, very pretty. At the end of the day, people are like, oh, how do you come about, how do you get this? Like it's a whole process. So I am a creative, so basically I get to learn new things. I want to also expand my knowledge. I've done 3D before. We're doing animation. Who knows about that? You know, so there's a whole lot that goes into that. So it's not just art as per with painting and drawing. You know, fashion is also art. You know, so I move a lot of my ideas into fashion as well. You want to create something, want to be colorful, want to add print. We do printmaking, like what you're wearing.
I saw that.
Print, exactly.
When you draw the design, and then
and we print it on fabric. You know, so we're trying to like do something that's not too common in Nigeria yet. You know, and just put in all of that creativity into something more profitable. You know, because I'm a big believer of have more than one source of income.
Oh, definitely.
So imagine you're just sitting and I'm waiting for someone to buy my art. I will be waiting for a long time. You know? But in the middle of everything, I had an exhibition with the British Council a couple of weeks ago, I think last month, and it was amazing. I didn't even add anything fashion into it. It was only the earrings and the art pieces, and we sold 3 pieces of art that day. We had a lot of people say, oh my god, I want to use this for this, I want to use this for... You know, so it's just, at the end of the day, putting yourself out there makes a big difference in the work, you know, and you also get to try different things. You're not stuck on one thing, that this is my niche, I want to just do this. No, you also get to like explore and just decide what works for you eventually.
So
that seemed like it was deep.
So in this, I mean, you're in a quest to do new things, and you have your hands in so many different ventures.
Yeah.
What has the reception been like, especially for the ones where you're trying to do something new that is not really popular in Nigeria? What has the reception been like?
I'll give an example. For example, the polymer clay earrings. When we started it was, people were like, like, I'm not sure what's clay, like how, even though it's not normal clay, it's like modeling clay, and they're like, oh, okay, this is interesting. But I started in 2020 as well, and since then till now, we've sold a whole lot. In fact, on our fashion website, that's even one of the things that sells the most. So you know how it is for people when you bring something new. It's always like, what is this thing? Yeah. Then eventually they're like, oh, we can get used to, actually this works. We can get used to this thing. Also, for like an example, it would be the print making. I did a video on TikTok where I was showing how to like do the print, or this is what we can do. And it blew up. I had like message calls. Some people were like, "Oh, you do this in Nigeria? Are you for real? Can we? So many brands. Or can we get? Yeah, we want to have our own custom prints. We want to have prints like it's just for my brand alone. We don't want to do the usual, which is what would be the selling point of that particular thing.
I think that it would be like, we can say that that's like a modernized version of tie and dye. So when we say when people think of, they have certain prints on their outfits, people are quick to say, is it not tie and dye? And they're like, no, we are using we're actually digital and is that what's going on? Love it.
So I like that you said about posting on TikTok, because this same friend I was talking about, she's just been so scared about promoting her work on social media. How would the reception be? What will people say of me? Would they accept it? Would they like it? And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, so you're saying post on TikTok now, right? How else do you market your work, and how would you advise an artist to market him or herself? Because doing an exhibition is super expensive. What other ways do you advise?
See, social media is
it's
big job. I'm not even going to lie to you. Since I've been in the industry, it has been social media. I tell you for a fact. Like I went for the 𝐒𝐨𝐬 festival, I think some weeks back, and I saw someone wearing one of our designs, and I was like, oh my god, you're wearing my design. She's like, yeah, from Instagram. So a lot of people so you have somebody wearing this, and they're like, oh, you look nice. Oh, where can I get them? Like, just go to Instagram. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I don't even really use Facebook as much, but like Instagram and TikTok, they are really major. And I've also had that issue of, what will people think? I can't do all this dancing. I don't know how to, how do I, you want to be doing
and all that.
I'm not somebody who is like very reserved. But like, even though I try to do what is comfortable for me. So just find what will be comfortable. You don't have to like dance and do like skits and stuff on TikTok to be. But like, if you find out that, okay, there's a problem and I have a solution, how do I tell people that I have the solution? Just find a very easy way to do it and just post it up there. I don't have 1 million followers. I don't have 100,000 followers. But TikTok, I think, is really good because you don't necessarily need like a certain number of followers before you can blow up. So a particular video can just blow up and you just get like a lot of customers. So I would say to your friend that she should just like, don't think too much about it. Decide what's comfortable for you and just do it and try it. If it doesn't work, try another way.
How do you handle downtimes? Times when like, yes, there's art somewhere, but nobody's calling about the art. Nobody's calling about the print, the digital print. Nobody's calling about the earrings. So how do you handle those times?
So definitely we have those days. Definitely we can't say it's all roses and happiness all about, but like I would say for me, what I usually do is I find a way to like escape. I was telling my manager today, I was like, I don't know if I want to go back to my workspace today. I want to just take time because I came over to the island. I would just chill, till tomorrow before I now go back
to the workspace.
Like, clear your head, you know, and just think of, okay, what can we do to actually make sales? We have days where maybe for almost like 2 weeks we won't have any sales on the website at all, you know, and I'm like, hey God, what's going on? I've not gotten any alert, like, hey, you know, nobody has sent a message on the Instagram, oh, nobody's buying art, nobody's doing this. But then it doesn't mean I'm going to stop. It only means I'm going to find ways to say, okay, what can I post today that will make people come? You know, sometimes I have friends who have like thousands of followers on Instagram. I'll be like, okay, can I send you something? Just post it up online. Let's see. And from there, people might just be like, oh, there's this brand. I never knew about this brand. You know? So we have down times, but don't let it weigh down. Basically, it might get overwhelmed sometimes, but take breaks. If you take breaks, it will help you clear your head and come back to, you know, yourself.
Take breaks.
Interesting. Very important.
Let's talk about, you know, the art space and the art industry. I mean, I know that there's an industry, but it's not out there yet. It's only people who say, okay, very few people that will say, okay, I want to go and check out art, I want to go and see this exhibition. But where do you see the art industry going in Nigeria?
The art industry has really grown over the years, and I think it's also making people who have always been interested in art come into that space. You know, it is doing way more than it was like even 2 years ago. You know, and I really believe that by next year it's going to be even bigger than what it is. You have people who are into NFTs. Doing a lot, making a lot of money.
NFT.
Making a lot of money. I'm not saying like young people, making money. And you have people who do this on, you know, maybe just Instagram. What you're just doing is they're doing commissions. You want to paint your mom, your sister, just pay me 150,000, I'll do it for you, you know. So at the end of the day, it's an industry that's growing really, really fast. And I see that it might even get way bigger than this in the next 1 year. You know, and even, you know, years to come, it's going to be a really big industry. And a lot of people are really coming to the industry. You know, compared to where we were in 2020. I think 2020 was even it was a year of, you know, waking people up. Because
reflection.
A lot of people I know came into art in 2020 because we were all bored. So let's use what we have. Yeah, that was what happened to me. That was literally what happened to me. I've always been doing this thing. But I was like, you know what? I was just drawing a lot of people. I was drawing. My sister was like, you have to post this thing online. And I started posting online. That was how it just went. You know. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a very big industry, and a lot of people are really scared of, you know, doing art full time. I wouldn't say quit your day job to go and do art full time. Don't do that until you're very sure what you want. But like, don't be scared to like also explore. Don't be scared to like show people what you can do, and like just, you know, enter the industry anyhow you want. Attend exhibitions. I go to a lot of exhibitions. Once I see online that somebody's doing an exhibition, I'll apply and I'll go for it if I can, you know. Go for exhibitions. If they say, hi, what do you do? Oh, I'm an artist as well. Oh, you're an artist. That's how you connect.
As a way of networking.
Exactly.
Of course.
So go for exhibitions. See how they're doing it. You don't have to do your own thing yourself because it's a lot of money, you know. But you can also find people who are very interested in art. We have Nigerians that love art big time. And they will spend their money on art. So, you know, just explore and they connect with people.
Right. Thank you very much,
so much,
KJ, for coming. All right. Let's talk. If people want to get across to you, how can they do so?
Okay, so you can get across to me on Instagram. My handle is _Johnson.
Okay.
KIKS_Johnson. And from there you can maybe send me an email or reach out to my manager.
Is there a website?
I don't have a personal website.
Okay.
Yeah, but from Instagram, you can definitely like reach out to me.
Right. So _Johnson on Instagram. We pray that God blesses the works of your hands. More clients.
More money.
More money. Yes. I saw a video where she did like this green screen thing where someone said, I just realized that nobody can draw Zendaya. And then she was like, I know it's not perfect.
That video blew up.
And then just behind her, she had drawn Zendaya. I'm like, so we pray for more clients, more money, all those ones that you pay, and somebody will just come. I see my childhood inside this picture.
Do you understand?
Take 15 million euros.
Amen. That's what I need.
All right, Lagos, we take a break. The break will lead us to the headline news, and after that, we'll come with more music and talk. Stick with us, don't go anywhere.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment, and like. Thank you.